Right, we may as well get this show on the road. Unfortunately, we are having very bad internet connections at the moment. We didn't have any internet until about 15 minutes ago. So let's see how it goes. Remember, I am recording it on YouTube. So today, in Can's Workout, I'm Richard and this is Seeker Training. Thank you all for coming. Again, we have an 94% loss rate, so I will be jumping no matter what. It's going to be atrocious. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. Good morning. Yes, it's can you see me yet? Anyway, I'll keep on carrying on. If you can't watch it now, please watch it later on when I've uploaded it around about 11 o'clock to YouTube. Today what we're going to need a step for the first section. Okay, so remember, it's a nice sturdy step, something which isn't rickety and doesn't have a cushioned top. We need a chair, dumbbells, yourself and a mat. Actually, I don't think there's a... No, I don't need a mat. Don't know why I've got a mat on there, but anyway. Morning, Janet. I hope it's not too bad for everyone. We're still at 95% loss. So I will be really bad. You might not even hear sound very well. One thing there is optional, I have put, is a kettlebell or one big weight. This is something I created the other day. It's a carrier bag full of old paper, taped up and then wrapped around with rope, once round that way, once round that way to create a loop, and then tied them on at the top with a little bit so it wouldn't rip through the tape. So I can swing it round and it won't break. I do have a video on that. I haven't actually uploaded it yet, but that's a weight you could use. Or you could use just both your dumbbells at the same time. Or there's the one big weight, or the big bottles of sand or soil. We still are really having problems, so I hope it's not too bad. So, hopefully whilst it's bedding in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk today about ailments, problems. So, ailments and problems come down into several categories. There's ones which are non-urgent, which tend to just be like colds, headaches, things like that. Then you get to the more serious ones which I want to talk about today. It's chronic and systemic problems. Chronic problems are ones which are constant, and they're not, I don't like to use the word superficial, but they're more superficial than systemic. Systemic, where it attacks the body, more of the immune system. Chronic could be you get quite a lot of headaches, migraines. I get constant daily headaches. I have headaches every day. I can't take any painkillers because of the medication I'm on for other things which are systemic. Another thing about chronic ones is osteoarthritis. That's a chronic condition because it's always there and it's created by wear and tear. Systemic ones are ones which you tend to be born with, or you've got through genetic problems, genetic markers, maybe long-term radiation problems or any kind of cell damage. So diabetes type 1, osteoporosis, oh gosh, I'm blanking now, rheumatoid arthritis. That tends to start when you're younger and it affects your immune system, fibromyalgia, things like that. Now, question is, do you exercise with these conditions? Well, yes and no. First off, always get your doctor's advice. If you don't have a doctor's advice, you can always go to a qualified health professional I'm almost qualified for most exercise referral questions, which are the lesser, more medicated, balanced, systemic and chronic diseases and problems. I wouldn't exercise if you've just had an operation within the last 6 months and you haven't been okayed. Pregnancy is another thing. You've got to be careful whilst going through pregnancy. If you're exercising before pregnancy, you can continue to go through, but at a lesser rate, as long as you are actually dealing with a health professional to actually help you through it. Afterwards, there's other things, other problems with there's relaxing in your body. You might have abdominal separation or diastasis recti. You could have a prolapse, anything like that. You've got to be careful. So always get authorization from your doctor or your health professional. Some trainers like me are health professionals and you are qualified. The more dangerous the systemic, well, not dangerous, the more, what's the word? No, it's not dangerous, but the more I can't think of the word now actually, but let's just take about like cancer sufferers. You need a level 4 fitness trainer to help you. That's quite a high accolade to get. You need to go through personal training, exercise referral, and then, which is level 3, and then you go to level 4, and maybe level 5 later on. Stroke victims, cardiac rehab, that's level 4. I could deal with someone with stroke or heart attack if they are medicated, if they are balanced, and it's been at least 12 months since they've had their episodes. Also, if it hurts, don't exercise. That's the main thing. That's the main thing about everything in everything, every way of life. If you find it hard to breathe because you've got a cold, reduce the exercise. If you find it even worse there, you just stop it. Stop it until you're better. There's no point at all exercising if you're going to do yourself an injustice. A lot of people try and work through problems, particularly minor injuries like sprains, tears, rotator cuff problems, bruises, breaks, fractures, everything like that. You don't work through them if you don't have to. You're just going to make things worse. And the older you get, the harder it is to fix things. Right, I think that's actually depressed people enough. So let's have a look. We're down to 61%, so it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Let's see what everyone said in the... Right, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a warm-up, and then we'll start with the step for the first 10 of the exercises. For the first 10 of the exercises, what we're going to do 40 seconds of the step work. If you don't have a step, doesn't matter. All you do is you bring your legs up a little bit higher whenever you do the movement. It's almost like trying to step up, and you go back. Yes, you will feel silly, I'm sorry. Most people feel silly on a step anyway, but be careful about stepping on steps at the start. Make sure it's stable and you can get your entire foot on it. On the rest periods, we're going to do the ABC rowers. So it's going to be arms forward and we're going to go back. So it's a little bit of a squat, so hips back, elbows back and forward. Okay? So that's in the 20 seconds, and then we'll go back to doing the step again. And we'll do that for the first set, and then we'll do 2 sets of the other exercises, which is mainly legs today and core. Right, so shall we get on? I'm just making sure I've actually turned everything on. Brilliant. Right, so let's start with the warm-up. That's a good... Ooh. Hope everyone's having a nice day. It's a lovely sunny day out. I wonder if it's warm because it's cold in the house again. Hello Spartacus. My cat. Brilliant, excellent. Since we're doing a lot of legs, let's go those knees higher. try and get the blood flowing and pumping. You can't see him, but he's wandering around. It looks like he knows exactly where the camera's pointing. Right, wider legs. Try and keep it slightly high. Don't have to go too high. Don't have to go really high like that. Keep your arms moving as well. Well, the reason why I've actually brought up a lot of the chronic and systemic problems is yesterday I went for the first run in a while because I've been working out in the back garden, and I've ended up with phlebitis in my left leg. So it hurts quite a lot, but it's not super painful. It's something I can deal with, something that I have to deal with. Right, back to the middle. Let's reach up, little bob, reach up, little bob. So, anyone got anything good planned today? I know I ask, no one ever answers. It's like I'm talking to myself. I must be used to it then. Excellent, good. Right, let's get the step out. We'll get ready. So the first action we're going to do is up, up, down, down. So it's like one leg, you'll be leading off one leg. Constantly you're going up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Quite nice and simple. Okay, we're going to start that a little bit early. The clock will actually say exercise 1. We'll work through it, okay? So we're just going to get used to it. And 3, 2, 1, and up, up, down, down. Full foot on the board and off. So I'll try and get it the step around about between 8 and 12 inches, depending on your abilities. What we will do is we will work through the first rest period, the changeover, by just changing legs, so you don't actually get an imbalance. I like to work each side exactly the same as the other side. Excellent, good. 5. Oh no, sorry, we're working through, aren't we? And let's change feet. And I almost forgot my own rules then. Gee, it's not like me to get a dizzy brain, is it? And 40 seconds on this leg still. You might find sometimes if you've got bad knees or anything like that, you will find clicking, especially when you're pressing through. I'm getting clicking in this leg, I've got arthritis in this knee. But if you've got nice building muscle around the patella, around your kneecap, it will stabilise it and it will protect it. The popping and cracking tends to be little spurs on the bones or air bubbles in the synovial fluid. Right, what we're going to do is we'll do knee ups. So you swap legs. You can see I just step on the other leg, bring the other knee up. First ABC rower, so move to the side, back and forward. That's it. Try to keep your shoulder blades down. Right, we're going to go back onto the step now. What we're going to do is going to go up, up, side, side, up, up, back, up, up, side, side, up, up, back. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
I'm getting the timers all mixed up now. Right, and change feet. So you change in whichever direction you're going down off the mat, off the board. Remember, if you haven't got a board or a step, higher knees. Work at your own speed. You don't have to keep with me. Second ABC roll in a minute. What we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms across to be over the elbows. And let's go. So we're going to go back, forward. Right, we're going to do flip kicks on the board now. So we're going to kick to the side. Doesn't matter which leg you kick with. And let's go. So we're going to swap legs anyway. See, quite easy. Change over, like a ball change at the back. I thought I was going so far back. I am moving backwards slowly. Oops, yes, I'm starting to hit stuff. Right, we're going to do a Y one, so we're going to start like that, and we're going to go down, we're going to go down and up, down and up. So we're going to do, it's like Y, YMCA. Up, down, down on one leg. I always tend to start off on the pink side. That's me being left-handed. But on the mirror side, perfect. Because most people are right-handed. Right, next ABC roll, we're going to do equal sign. So whenever you're standing upwards, equal sign. And back, and forward, back and forward. Quite simple, just keep the blood flowing. 10 seconds left. We're going to change the leg now for up, down, down. So starting with the leg. And let's go. So I'm on the green one. Green wrist. I do like these. Bit hot, but I do like them. "20 seconds left. I'm just going to go to ordinary ABC rower. The arms forward and then back. Three, 2, 1, and ABC rower. Get that bottom back. Get your knees following your toes. Try and push through the thighs and through the middle of your feet as you stand up. So this is like a no exercise rowing machine for people who haven't done it. Right, we're going to do bum kicks. So up from the side. Trying to turn at the same time. I'll show you. The kick up, trying to kick that bottom. If you don't kick it, doesn't matter, just don't kick someone else's. 10 seconds. Go back to ordinary ABC rollers. In 3, 2, 1, and push forward. If you had an exercise band, you could use that in your hands to pull apart to really work the back of your shoulders to make it almost like a proper row. Just don't do like what some of these people. Right, up, up, down, down for the last time. We'll go straight through now to the end of the session. Not the full session, but this set. Yes, don't use bands like you see on some of the Facebook adverts. My goodness, there's some absolute dangerous ones. There's some funny ones out there on the videos, but that's a good testament of what not to do. Like a lot of people wrap bands around doorknobs. Most modern doors can't take the pull of a human strength on it without the doorknob going. And swap legs. One thing I did learn on the TRX, if you have to hook something over a door and you trap it in, do it more towards the hinge side, and especially with the door closing inwards. Then you put it in, it comes towards you. So all the force is coming forward, and the force is actually being put onto the hinges. If it's an internal door, it'll have 2 hinges. If it's an internal fire door, it'll have 3 hinges. If it's a heavy fire door, it'll have 4 hinges. So isn't that a lot better than actually having it the other side, where all you've got is one little locking mechanism, which isn't very strong. Brilliant. 3, 2, 1, and kick it away. Well, don't kick it away. Just putting the mat straight. Sorry about the nice view there. Right, water break time. You know, I went on a tirade yesterday. So many exercises of people trying to do press-ups like that, really putting extra pressure on your shoulder. These are supposed to be professionals doing things which are really, really dangerous. It's not necessary. You can be creative and safe. You don't have to be stupid. Right, the first exercise, what we're going to do triple squats. So we'll start with our feet together, stick our bottom backwards, and as we do that we go down, we come up, then we go shoulder width apart, down, up, wide. Point your feet a little bit out. Have you noticed I just went like that with my feet? Down, then middle, then together. And then we're going to go the other way. Shoulder width, extra wide, shoulder width, together. Okay, so we're going to be working the glutes and the thighs from inside out and outside in. Are you ready? In 5, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So remember, twist your little feet out a little bit when you go to the wide ones. All the way. That's it, good. Twelve seconds left. It can get a bit confusing. You suddenly think, which way was I going? Doesn't matter. Just go whichever way you want. Excellent, brilliant. Right, we're going to do Romanian deadlifts next, which are called RDLs. Use your big weight or your dumbbells. I'm going to use, I'm going to use this actually because it's easier. What you do is, it's like the good morning. You stick your bottom backwards, but instead of the weight being out in front, follow it down between your legs to where your feet are, and then back up again. That's all we're going to do. And back up. Let's go. So we're working the small of your back. Try to keep your shoulder blades down, so you're not overarching. So this is good for your lower back. If it's painful, drop the weight. Just do it without. You will be doing your hamstrings at the same time. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Right, we're going to do a reverse lunge with a knee rise. You might need a chair for this if you want support. You can emit it you can put the knee in or emit it. It's up to you. So reverse lunge. Force goes down through your knee, through your heels, and then you bring up your knee and down again, and up. So remember, you can do it without the knee, and let's get going. 20 seconds on either side. So I'm bringing my knee just above, parallel to the floor. The higher you bring your knee, the more you're going to work your heart and also your glutes and your thigh. And change legs. That one was painful on my phlebitis, so I will reduce it next time. So as I said, if it's painful, don't do it. 1. Brilliant, right, we'll get the chair this time. Do a glute kickback. So you're going to stand up nice and straight. Don't lean over, don't lean back. We're going to kick back. Try and keep that foot facing the ground. Don't twist out. And let's go. So with it pointing the ground, you won't be able to get it that far back. Which doesn't matter, that's not what we're doing. We're working the muscle just there, on top of your hamstrings. Don't want to be overextending like that and hurting your back. This is all about control. And if you can control yourself, you're the best person than most people out there at the moment. 5, 3, 2, 1. Next time when we do it, we will twist the foot out. Right, we'll do reach over, but this time we're going to do it with your weights. So we're going to go up and over and then swap sides. If you have problems with your weights are slippy, don't use them. Okay, safety first. Let's go. That's it, keep it going. I like to put my weights just slightly in front of me, not directly over my head. You do get a better stretch in your obliques that way, but I find it puts pressure on the shoulder capsule or the shoulder girdle a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Right, we're going to do naked speed uppercuts. Doesn't mean taking your clothes off, just means without a band. Because normally we use a band for this in the classes. We're going to get the weights, don't smack yourself in the face. We're going to do uppercuts, and don't chuck your beans through the window or at the cat. Let's go. Keep that tummy tight, keep that bottom backwards, so you've got a nice centre of gravity. Look, my shoulders are over my knees, over my toes. I'll do that little bob. Yeah, that little bob's come back again. Hi, little bob. Get those elbows back. Really get that heart pumping. So we are going through all 10 exercises. There's no section in the core because a lot of these are core exercises as well. Well, you could say that about most exercises. Because remember, the core goes from mid-thigh all the way up to your clavicle. And let's rest. We do angel wings now. Feet together, legs straight but not hyper locked out. Hands in front of you. What we're going to do is we're going to go up and together and down again. Let your hands rotate the way your shoulder blades want, your shoulder wants, not how someone else tells you to do it, unless you're doing it really, really badly. I can't see, so I'm going to trust you, and I do trust you all. I bet you trust me as far as you can throw me. especially those little muscles which really ache afterwards. Oh, we seem to be catching up on the stream, so that's a benefit. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and if you look just at that side there, you'll notice number 8 says 8. That wasn't done purposely. It is actually there. Oh, we're at 44%, not so bad, it's still bad, but it's still not as bad as it could be. We're going to get both weights. What we're going to do, we're going to do figure of 8, so tummy tight, hips forward, shoulders still as possible. Just going to move those arms, the figure of 8. Okay, so you should feel your core tighten, your tummy, and your glutes tighten as well, just to try and stabilise that back. You can have a little bit of a sway, so you don't have to be rigid. If you're rigid, you might actually mess yourself. Right, we're going to change direction now. The bigger the figure of 8 or the infinity sign, the harder it is, but the slower it is as well. So you could do little ones like that, like you're in a disco. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Right, we're going to do seated reverse crunch, so we're going to use the chair for this. So make sure you don't lean back, especially on a chair which could actually destabilise. I grab hold of underneath the seat. Well, I'm going to grab hold of these at the moment because they're in the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my knees up to my chest and down again. Up to my chest and down again. Just doing that. Not forcing forward. I will get a little bob there because you have to try and stabilise your core, and that does move it. But I'm not thrusting forward like that, because that will put strain in your back. So we've got 20 seconds left. So you will feel it in your hips. Ten seconds. And people say chair exercises are easy. Come on. 2, 1. Brilliant. Right, we're going to do an oblique crunch. Excuse me. We're going to go to the big weight if you got one, or a single dumbbell. We're going to go from one side to the other. I'm going to use this on this side all the way through and then swap for the next round. So let's go. I will, if you want to swap, I will tell you it's halfway through, just in case you want to. Try and keep upright. So if you want to swap, if you're getting tired, you've got 3 seconds, 2, 1, and swap sides if you need to. The further down you go, the more you stretch your oblique on the opposite side and crunch the oblique on the side which you're going down at. 3, 2, 1, and water break. I better remember which side I'm doing that on, so I will put this. Oh no, I need it for the reverse Romanian deadlift. Right, water. Imperative, especially on a hot day like this. I can actually feel the heat now coming through the window, which is nice because it's working more than the radiators are, or radiators were. Yes. So annoying. Have you ever found that in your house one cold day, especially hot outside, your radiators go off and it's freezing inside, and then it's really hot outside and really hot inside and your radiators are on? Don't understand it. My thermostat must be really, really tired. Right, so last time through, we're going to do the triple squat. So remember, it's together, shoulder width. Wider with feet out. Shoulder width, together. And then back that way. I hope everyone's alright. Oh, 20 seconds left here, goodness me. Have a little dance. 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 6, 3, 2, oh, I'm faster than the clock. 3, 2, 1, and squat. Shoulder width. Feet out. Shoulder width. Together. Shoulder width. Feet out. Shoulder width. Together. I'll shut up now because I'm probably getting very annoying. Ask the children. Don't ask the wife, she's very, very kind that way. She'll never say that even though she thinks it. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Gosh, it's Wednesday. Just hit me then. I should have realised I'm doing a class. 2, 1. Excellent, brilliant. Right, we're going to do the Romanian deadlift. So again, with the weight, you're going to hinge back. You don't hyperlock your legs out. Okay, you can have a little bit of a bend in them, but you're going down with just your hips hinging there. As though you're a door or a chest. And let's go. Aim from between your feet. Do it at your own speed. Don't have to do it super fast. That's it, keep it going. Work those hamstrings. And your back. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Right, we're going to change now to reverse lunge to knee rise. Move my chair out of the way so I don't. Right, so remember I said that on this leg I was hurting myself. So I'm going to restrict it slightly. So I'm just going to go slightly back, then up a little bit, okay? So you do as you can. So I'm actually resting as little pressure on my foot as possible, but I can still get it nice and high. And change legs now. This is where the wobbling comes in. Whoops! And especially if you're looking at the camera. Try and keep a nice upright torso. 3, 2, 1. It was stupid timing me actually saying that because it was in the exercise. Right, we're going to do glute kickbacks. This time, we are going to change the foot to come out. So you will have a slight twist of your hips, not too much. You don't want to put too much pressure on the small of your back or your lumbar support. We're going to come up and out and back. The swap legs on the other side. You need to keep your tummy really tight for this. You might feel it in your obliques. The obliques are the love handles at the side. We've all got them. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Excellent, good. We're going to do reach overs next. I have to double look just in case I actually miss an exercise again. You know, I'm notorious for it. I'm just getting too excited. 2, 1, and reach overs. Twenty seconds left. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. And let's have a rest. Right. So what we've got next, we've got the naked speed uppercuts. Get your clothes back on. This isn't some kind of naughty magazine. Right, let's go. So remember, keep your bottom back. Pump those arms, don't punch yourself in the face. a little bit faster if you want, or a little bit slower. Doesn't matter. Have I stopped on the stream? 10 seconds. I saw a blue circle of death. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, good. Angel wings next. Yeah, it's stuttering quite a lot on the, from what I see in the stream. Sorry about that, everybody.
3, 2.
And angel wings, so go up and then down. Try not to impact the weights together too hard, and definitely keep your thumbs and your fingers inside the vehicle. This is how I actually injured one of my fingers a long time ago. Still got a lump on the bone. That finger, actually. 10 seconds. That's what happens actually if you actually injure a bone. Osteoblast and osteoclast actually builds up protection around it, and that's why you get a lump.
1. Rest.
And rest. Right, we're going to do 8s. Remember, it's a figure of 8 on this side. I'm going to go for a little bit heavier. Oh goodness me, I'm going to suffer. You're going to love that, aren't you?
3,
2, 1, and figure of 8. So try and minimise the sway in your hips. You won't be able to stop it, but you can minimise it, so you don't want to be swinging along like that. That's a dance you do at a wedding after about 3 bottles of wine. And change direction. Good. 10 seconds. I'm feeling this in the back of my shoulders now actually. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. What have we got now? We've got reverse crunches, seated reverse crunches. If you're having problems with these, go to single leg. Okay, so you're supporting on the heel on one foot, you're bringing one leg up, down, other leg, down.
2.
Okay, so if you're struggling with that, or you can just go back to all 4, all 4 legs, yes. Yes, I'm training canines today. That's it, good. My goodness, you're all quiet. That means you're working hard. That's good, 15 seconds left. Just one exercise after this. Remember, if you only do one side, choose the other side this next exercise. Oh, those thighs hurting yet? 3, 2, 1. Well, not hurting, I use the word hurting, but yes, as I say, if it hurts you don't do it. It's uncomfortable. Maybe I should actually use a different word, because I do say if it hurts, you don't do it. So I'm going now to pink hand.
1. Exercise 10.
Because I did green hand last time. I will tell you halfway if you want to swap. "20 seconds left and change sides if you need to." "10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the workout apart from the cool down. I hope everyone's had fun there. I hope everyone's energised. I feel more energised, and actually my phlebitis feels a little bit looser, which is good. So what we'll do is we'll do the one stretch. Since we're standing up, we may as well. So slightly wider than shoulder width apart today, feet facing slightly outwards, with a hinge over at the hips, bottom back. Try and go down and touch those toes. Okay? The reason why we always say touch those toes is because that's where the centre of gravity is. If you went forward like this, you'd end up falling over. But hopefully you can't see me at the moment because you're all doing the same. Right, I'm going to keep down here for a little bit longer because we've done an awful lot of leg exercises. And over to one foot, I'm going to the green. And I'm going to lift my toes off. I like to try and get my hand underneath the sole as long as it's not muddy. So I can just put a little bit extra pressure on by pulling upwards. Excellent, and down, over to the foot. So you're still stretching the back of your hamstring. Lift that foot up. So this one's more painful for me. Not painful, it's more uncomfortable than normal. As I said, I should change the words I use. Three, two, one, and middle. Right, what we're going to do this time at the moment, what we're going to do is go to one foot, slight bend, and we're going to bend that, we're going to get that other foot, slide it out, flat on the floor, try and bend it back so you're actually stretching the front of your shin. And you will be stretching your hamstrings as well soon. Try, if your knee hurts, step out a bit more with this so the knee's behind the toe. So we're stretching what's called the tibia anterior over the front. There are veins which run over the front of your foot, so this actually just stretches them, allows the blood to return faster to your body as well, because you dilate them after stretching. And the good thing about this manoeuvre is you can just slide over to the other side and do the other side. Quite simple. This one's not so tight on me today. You can also try and keep a bit more upright so your centre of gravity is in the middle, so you're not leaning over like that. You will lean over a bit. Don't expect you to actually be completely fully upright because you need a lot of hip mobility for that. Right, back to the middle. What we're going to do is keep our legs quite wide. Go out. We're going to kick that hip out to one side and point over to the other foot. So I'm going over to the green side with my hip kicked out at the pink. Can't do the black and white joke again, can I? 3, 2, 1, and change. Kick out, hip on the green, pointing to the pink. And back to the middle. Let's roll that spine up. Excellent. When you're upright, let's stand up. You might need to get the chair back for this one. What we'll do is we'll do thigh stretch. So grab hold of your foot by your toe. If you can't, just grab hold of the back of your leggings or your socks. If you can't do that, get a scarf underneath and help pull up. What you're going to do is you're going to pull it up, pull it into your glutes, not to the side, because you put extra strain on your knee. Look upright. Bring your knee back a little bit and clench your bottom. So you're pulling it in many different ways. You're actually pulling it in the most optimal way for your thigh to stretch. Because your thigh attaches just above your hip, so if you pull it back, it has to bend over the hip. And when you clench your bottom, your hip, actually, your pelvis, rotates into what's called posterior tilt. Posterior tilt? No, it's anterior tilt. It's one of them. I can't remember offhand. Right, let's change legs. As you see, I'm on my bottom, not to the side, not over the middle. And now I can't keep upright because I keep bobbling around. So anyone with bad knees, if you stretch this between 10 and 15 seconds, you might find that you get relief with your knees, walking or just moving around, and that's it. Everyone, thank you. And you will find that, well, you may find that it's easy on your knees. So if you have any kind of arthritic joints or anything like that, try a few stretches of stretching the muscles which are over it. Look at the internet, try and find which muscles go over it and which stretch would best suit it. So thank you very much all for coming. That's the end of the timer. We've actually 1 minute 28 seconds over. I hope everyone had some fun, and I hope you didn't have too much stuff to ring. I've been Richard, and this has been Secret Training. I've been Richard. Who am I later on? I'm Batman. So I am. Right, so I will see you all later, and thank you all for coming. And hopefully, I'll see you on Friday for Freak Out Friday.